Good morning. It's Wednesday, February 28th. I'm Scott Brubaker.
And I'm Mackenzie Shields. Thank you for joining us. Rise and Shine Oswego starts right now.
This morning, drivers can race the Oswego Speedway on their own, but not in a traditional way. We'll tell you how you can put your pedal to the metal.
And a new SUNY Oswego Club is holding an exclusive screening. Who the movie is about and what the club is saying about it.
And it's National Eating Disorder Week. What it means and how one sorority is spreading awareness on campus. And good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning. Let's get right into our top story. This week is National Eating Disorder Awareness Week. The National Eating Disorder Association hosts an annual campaign to educate the public on the variety of eating disorders and works to provide families and individuals affected by eating disorders with support and resources.
And the association says public awareness is key to providing resources and treating eating disorders. It hosts a lighting event each year where many cities and buildings across the country light up their skyline with green and blue to show their support. And one of SUNY Oswego's very own sororities is showing their support this week by hosting events of their own.
Delta Phi Epsilon will be hosting a series of events throughout the week to build awareness. Their philanthropic efforts will include No Makeup Monday, Trash Your Insecurities Tuesday, What I Love About Me Wednesday, Throw Out Diet Culture Thursday, and Feel Good Friday.
Show your support and stop by their table in Marano Campus Center from 11 to 2 p.m. every day this week.
In honor of Black History Month, SUNY Oswego's chapter of Turning Point USA is hosting an exclusive screening of Created Equal by Clarence Thomas, in his own words. This is one of the first events being held by Turning Point USA on the Oswego campus. The new club is describing the event as a, quote, unique opportunity to delve beyond the headlines and the controversies surrounding his legacy, end quote. The event is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. in MCC Room 211.
And fans of Oswego's racetrack will now be able to give it a test run on the online simulator iRacing. Both paved and dirt versions of the track will be available for purchase as a package. The track owner has been working with iRacing to get the track accurately scanned into the software. There though is no release date yet. It's set to be available later this year.
Campus Recreation is hosting an event to help Oswego students reduce stress. It's called the Late Night Study Break, and it's the second MCC takeover of the academic school year. There will be all sorts of activities, including a glow open skate, glow mini golf, axe throwing, crafts, and more. The Assistant Director of Campus Recreation, Cassie Parra, says the event is to help students relax before midterms.
Late night study break started last year to help mental health and wellness for our students. So we had a grant last year. It was so successful, we decided to run it this year again with a little more different activities to help students get ready for spring break, midterms, things like that.
Events are going to take place all over the Marano Campus Center from 8 to 10 p.m. on Friday, and there will be free t-shirts for the first 400 students. The organizers encourage everyone to come and have fun.
And the SUNY Oswego campus is inviting faculty and staff to meet a candidate for the position of Director of the Triandaflu Institute, also known as just the Institute. The new director would be in charge of leading the Institute's mission, which is to engage the community with concepts such as diversity, equity, and inclusion. The Meet the Candidate session will take place this Friday at 3 p.m. in MCC Room 114. It will consist of a presentation from the candidate, followed by a Q&A session.
And looking ahead to the big event on April 8th, Rice Creek is giving a preview of the eclipse. John Zielinski, previously an astronomy professor at Oswego, will be giving the presentation. Solar eclipses are quite rare in any given location. The last one here was in 1925, and the next one visible in the U.S. will not be until 2044. The talk is Saturday starting at 2, and you can attend either at the field station or online.
And the Zonta Club of Oswego is partnering with the college and other partners to bring a Maker Madness program to the youth of the community. This Saturday, families are invited to the Penfield Library for several hands-on maker events, including crafts and STEAM projects. Admission is free and snacks and water will be provided. Parents or guardians must accompany children at all times.
Moving over to the weather, it was a nice day yesterday. I know I was in shorts, I was in a t-shirt, but is that nice weather here to stay?
Absolutely wonderful. Let us know, David, what's coming up?
Well, today we are seeing some very warm temperatures, much like we did yesterday, except it's not going to be anywhere as close to as nice as it was. Today we have a cold front moving through our area in the afternoon, which is going to bring some very cold temperatures, along with some snow, rain, and incredibly strong winds. There's even a slight chance at some thunderstorms. I'll have more in my full forecast. We're also going to see the chance at some temperatures bouncing back in the next week. I'll go more after the break. But first, back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Coming up, students and faculty members are performing on campus this week. We'll tell you about it.
But first, an Oswego physics professor tells us what leap year is and why it happens. For me to
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel 2. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTLP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTLP.
And welcome back to Rise and Shine Oswego. So a leap year happening this year is a very unique phenomenon.
And we have a guest that is a distinguished professor in physics. Welcome to Shashi Kanber.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So tell us, what exactly is a leap year?
Okay, so let me start with the solar day. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west, and it gets higher and higher in the sky. At some point, it's at its highest point in the sky during a day. The time interval between successive high points of the sun in your local sky is called a solar day. So the time interval between, for the sun to return to the same position relative to the fixed stars is about 365.25 days, solar days, 365.25 solar days. But we like to have whole numbers. We don't like to have repetitive things in fractions. So we define a year to be 365 days. That's a human calendar, and in order to make that synchronize with the natural or astronomical calendar, we add a day roughly every 4 years so that the two things can be in sync.
I'm glad you mentioned the math about it, because if there's one thing I remembered from pre-calc in high school, that's what it was. Okay. So tell us, what is the significance of having a leap day every 4 years?
It's an effort to make the way we keep time by astronomical phenomena be in sync with the way we keep time, with the way humans keep time. We like to have whole days, and we don't want to say a year is 365.25 days. That doesn't seem right. So 365 days is just to keep those two things in sync. That's the whole thing.
And can you tell us the history of the phenomenon? When did we start doing this?
So it started in Roman times with the Emperor Julius Caesar. This is the Julian calendar. So he started defining a day to be 365 days, and in order to keep synchronous with astronomical phenomena, you add an extra day every 4 years. But actually in the 1500s, there was something called the Gregorian calendar, which made slight changes to the Julian calendar, because that figure I told you, 365.25 days, is not quite accurate. There's a slight modification to that. So the Gregorian calendar was developed to try to deal with that. And so actually, leap days are not exactly every 4 years, almost every 4 years, but there are some modifications to deal with these minor changes. Okay.
So is there like anything special that you know that people do to celebrate Leap Day, or is it just, you know, any other random day of the year, but just an extra day in February?
That's an interesting question. I don't know if anything special will happen today. Maybe some ancient civilizations would have done something special, but I don't think, I'm not aware of any special things occurring.
All right, anything else that you want to add?
No, I think thank you very much for inviting me to explain the phenomenon of leap years.
Well, thank you very much for coming on our show. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Of
Thank
course.
you.
Still to come, a student business is filling stomachs here on campus. We'll sit down with the founder live.
And David Rienzo will be back with your full forecast right after this.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that boy. Look at the bling. Look at do we got a diamond tester on? Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep. 10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin!
Right now over Oswego, it's 56 degrees with some sun poking out behind the clouds. It's not doing much for warmth, but at least it's there. Nice to see some light. Now winds are out of 15 miles per hour. It was pretty strong this morning. It was a little gloomy on the way to the studio this morning, and a little bit of drizzle too, but that has since subsided. Relative humidity is pretty high, and pressure is decreasing as that cold front moves to our area. Now right now over Oswego, if you see the warnings over New York, you may see a hodgepodge of colors, but if you focus in on Oswego, we are currently under a high wind warning and a winter weather advisory. Now, these will take effect later in the afternoon today and continue into tomorrow morning. What is going to be important to note about this is that the morning commute will be impacted tomorrow morning, and a great deal of snow will be falling in the southern tier of Oswego County. This is also going to bring very strong winds, around 30 to 40 miles per hour coming out of the west, but 60 mile per hour gusts. So if you have anything outside, like your garbage cans, for example, those are going to be blown down the street. anything else in your yard that is either going to have to be brought in or nailed down. Now, right now over central United States, there is a cold front. This is going to continue to our area, and around 3 p.m. we can expect to see it over the top of us. This is when we can expect to see the strongest amount of rain as well as a slight chance of thunder. So you may be in class and you may hear a large boom. That's what you know that is. That's when you know that the front has passed. Now you may notice a change in wind speed and direction. This is how you know that the front has passed. It's going to get a lot colder and a lot stronger winds as the day continues, with the gusts, as I mentioned, up to 60 miles per hour. Now for today, temperatures today is going to get as high as 67 degrees. That's going to be before this front passes. Winds are coming out of the south. You may feel some rain 4-2. Now, as the day continues, winds are going to shift from the west, and temperatures are just going to plummet. It's going to feel very cold tonight. 23 degrees is the low, with very gusty winds, as well as some mixed precipitation. Snow and rain is possible tonight. You may watch out for some ice in the morning as you're heading to class, because after that snow and rain and temperatures below freezing, there is possible ice on the ground. Tomorrow, a high of 28 degrees and snow falling on your way to classes. Now for your 7-day forecast, as I said today, it is going to be very hot until that cold front passes our area. Tomorrow, there's a chance of snow and rain during the day, but you'll notice that next week and even this weekend, the sun's popping out and temperatures are starting to rise. There's a little chance of rain on Saturday, but besides that, it looks like a very pleasant weekend ahead of us. And even next week, there's a little chance of rain on Tuesday as well as some rain in the afternoon on Monday. So for our week, we have some very pleasant weekends and some warming coming next week. That's all I have. Now back to the desk.
Welcome to a new segment here on Rise and Shine Oswego. Business is Boomin' is a live interview with a student at SUNY Oswego who has their own business.
And today our first guest is Antoine Okeke, founder and chef of Okeke Eats. Welcome.
Thank you.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. I'm just really excited for today. Like, it's just a lot happening that I had to put my mind through, but I'm getting to it.
I'm sure. So I've been seeing posts about this online on the Snapchat stories. Tell us about your business and how it originated.
So I've been cooking since I was little with my mom because I'm Nigerian and Jamaican. So I was cooking a lot of Nigerian and Jamaican dishes for my family and all that. And then, I got to Oswego, I'm doing electrical computer engineering as a major, and I figured, I had to make some type of money. And I know that I have this talent. And I moved off campus and I figured I might as well start a business. Originally it was just like small plates here and there with like small foods from home. And I figured, with the encouragement, like my friends, the people that was around me, I said, heck to it, might as well start it. And I started it about 2 years ago when I was in my first apartment off campus. And then ever since then, I just been thriving. I think this past semester was kind of like an eye opener, like, hey, I kind of really bring it to like higher ropes. And I figured I would email the president. I emailed auxiliary services, I emailed Cooper, and then we got a meeting started, and I'm able to do it in Cooper.
That's awesome. And what inspired you to do this?
All honesty, it was fun. Like, literally the fact that out of all the assignments that I would do, and sometimes I did bad on cooking, I could never do. Or cooking, it was like I have more control over it, you know what I mean? It was something that was really like calming, soothing. It was kind of like my therapy in a way. And I just figured that, I might as well just make it for some students who kind of don't get a taste of from home, because a lot of people are from the city, like Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Queens, Long Island. So I just figured I might as well just do it for everybody.
So I'm sure being a business owner and also a student's hard. What is your favorite part about being a student business owner?
The flexibility in the schedule, but also being able to like communicate with other people and new people as well. Like, I literally had just spoken to 2 other cooking businesses on campus too, and it was just like so like thrilling to see like how they cooperated and like how we can actually become bigger than what we are right now. So it was just like the span of opportunities, you know what I mean? Like just being able to expand and just be able to put myself out there. That's the most exciting part.
And how can hungry students find you?
On my Instagram, which is OKKEats, you can find me there. I post mostly flyers when they came down to the menus being like established and like given out to the students. But this week, today is going to be my first time in Cooper where I'm going to be cooking like rasta pasta, jerk chicken, and rice and peas at 8:30 late night. So you can catch me there. And then this is not just a one-time thing. Apparently, I might also be cooking every week too as well, either Monday or Friday or Wednesday, the same day next week. So just catch me there and just, get any updates on my Instagram.
So real quick, because we have like 10 seconds left, is there anything else you want to say?
I would say for any person that thinks that they can establish a business on campus, go for it. I mean, the sky's the limit. So whenever it comes down to any ideas that you guys want to do, just do it. It's not, you don't really have any how would you say, blockades or obstacles. You just start it up and see how it goes.
All right. Perfect. Antoine, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for
We really
having me.
appreciate it.
Best of luck to you in the future.
Thank
So
you.
after the break, our entertainment anchor Hazel Montalvo will be giving us all the updates, like who Oswego State will be facing in the Zeal this weekend.
And will Taylor Swift be riding with Biden this year? Stay tuned for more after the break.
But first, let's check out that dining hall menu with the special guest chef.
And at Cooper, lunch is going to be haddock and chicken patties. Late night will be jerk chicken drumsticks, rasta pasta, and rice and peas from OKK Eats. At Pathfinder, lunch is chicken curry and hot Italian chicken sausage. Dinner will be chicken tenders and curly fries. And Lakeside has shrimp stir fry and grilled cheese. And for dinner, there is turkey and mashed potatoes.
We'll be back with more Rise and Shine Oswego right after this.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
The Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna. Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty. The thought of turkey is just nauseating.
I think you're wrong, is what I think.
You think I'm wrong a lot of time.
I do think you're wrong a lot.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Hello, welcome back to Rise and Shine Oswego. Hazel's here with our entertainment update.
Hi. To start with a political conspiracy theory. Will President Biden and Taylor Swift make the whole place shimmer this year's election? President Biden made a surprise appearance on the Seth Meyers Show this week. Biden was asked about a theory spread by conservatives on his plans to help Democrats win this year's election, with the support of America's sweetheart Taylor Swift. Biden shuts down his questioning by repeating it's classified information, but discloses Swift did endorse him during his 2020 election. What are your guys' thoughts on this? I think for the Democratic Party, it's pretty smart getting the loyal Swifties on his side.
I think it's smart. I think it also it helps humanize this election a little more too. Like he's joking about it. I've seen it online too. Yeah.
For sure. I mean, I know Taylor has done a lot with politics in the past, so I wouldn't be surprised if it happened again, for sure.
Get ready to cheer on your favorite team this weekend as the Oswego men's basketball team prepares for the NCAA Division II tournament. Oswego is hosting the tournament again this year, starting at 3:30 this Friday in Laker Hall for away teams DeSales and Williams College. Be sure to pop out at 6 p.m. Friday with Laker Pride as our men's team's first game against Babson College will take place. Scott, Kenzie, are you guys basketball fans?
A little bit. I should go, but
I am.
David?
I'm excited.
Not really, no.
I'm excited for that, but we have other stuff happening this weekend too, right?
Yes, we do. SUNY Oswego's faculty are putting their money where their talent is. Performers as well as educators, Robert Allure on piano, Trevor Jorgensen on saxophone, and Amanda Lee as soprano vocalist will perform a Focus on Faculty recital Sunday, March 3rd at 3 p.m. in the Sheldon Hall Ballroom. Tickets for this performance are free for students and $10 for general admission. I don't know about you guys, but I get a kick out of seeing teachers outside of the classroom, so that should be cool.
Oh yeah.
That could be a little fun.
Unleash your inner dancing queen or king tonight at Oswego's Octavia's Mamma Mia Karaoke Night. Tonight, be sure to step into the glittering world of karaoke in MCC at 132 at 7 p.m. You excited for that?
I'm definitely excited. I have a couple friends I know they've been working really hard on it. They're going to be performing Dancing Queen, so definitely pop out.
And Mamma Mia too, which like the whole event's based off of. I'm a big Mamma Mia fan myself. I don't know about anybody else here at this table.
I loved it. The fashion.
You haven't seen it? We're gonna have to do a Rise and Shine Oswego watch party sometime then, for sure.
Hollywood Minute has a lot of featured today. Let's take a look.
Mary Poppins is returning to UK theaters this year for its 60th anniversary, so British film regulators re-examined the 1964 musical's original rating and changed it from U for Universal to PG for parental guidance. The reason? 2 uses of the term Hottentots, a racial slur once used by white Europeans to refer to the indigenous peoples of southern Africa.
They come every night. They watch us until the sun rises again. It's a window on the other side.
Here's your first look at The Watchers, about 4 people trapped, watched, and stalked by mysterious creatures. It's the feature writing and directing debut of Ishana Night Shyamalan, yes, the daughter of M. Night Shyamalan, who produced the film. The Watchers hits theaters June 7th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Right, a lot of stuff happening out in Hollywood, but there is one thing that's happening here that's really exciting for us at WTOP. We now have our very own drink. So our student-run coffee shop, Rich and Poor Cafe, has created a new drink in our honor.
Members of WTOP 10 worked with the coffee shop to create a tasty treat that is newsworthy. The drink is called the Brown Sugar Buzz Latte.
It includes iced coffee with brown sugar, caramel, shortbread syrup. The drink is also topped with whipped cream and caramel drizzle.
Stop by Rich and Poor in Rich Hall this week to try this new sweet treat.
Have any of you guys had the chance to try it yet?
I have not yet.
So I was there, we did like promo shoot for it. There's a TikTok of all of us making the drink on as well on their
So
Instagram.
cute.
It's so good. If you like coffee, if you like brown sugar, 100% recommend it.
Not a big coffee fan. Maybe they could make a WTOP tea.
A tea?
I like that.
They do, I know, also talking about Rich and Poor, you know, they have really good lemonades there. Have you ever tried that?
I haven't. I love the lavender lemonade at Sips though. That's like my go-to.
I have not. How's Sips? I haven't been to Sips.
It's not bad. I really enjoy. There's lots of different flavorings there, so I like trying really weird combinations. It's like my Wednesday pick-me-up.
So we should ask real quick, going around the table, what are your favorite like little cafes that we have here on campus?
I'm a Lake Effect girl. I like the chai lattes.
You know, maybe it doesn't count, but I'm a big Crossroads fan. I also do like what are those? The shakes in the courtyard.
Yes. Oh, is that where Sips is now? Right?
Is that Sips?
Am I like the protein shakes on campus?
What about you? Real quick.
Sips, yeah.
What's
No,
your
so I used to be a Lake Effect girl, but I converted to Sips this year. So.
And Rich and Poor, of course. How can they have great muffins? They have great coffee. They have great drinks. What else do you need? So just so everybody knows, that's our report for this morning, actually. We're going to see you right back here tonight for WTOP 10 Nightly News.
And from all of us here at Rise and Shine Oswego, thank you for watching and have a great day.